happy to bring to you today a 15-minute energizing morning yoga flow. Now, we're doing a series this month where we're going to do 15 minutes of morning yoga and 15 minutes of evening yoga. You can do either one any time of day, but this one's really geared towards letting you stretch out when you maybe first wake up in the morning or when you're ready to get your day started, and let you feel really stretched and grounded and energized by the end of it. Just like with all yoga, you never want to feel any pain. So if anything starts hurting, make sure to stop the pose and take a rest. You can lie down, sit down, go into child's pose, and then jump back in whenever you're ready. Now this one's really cool because we're going to start with lying down. And I know for me that's always sort of a special yoga class when you get to start lying down. It's a great feeling. And if you want, you could even start this one right in your bed. So first thing in the morning you wake up and you could just pop it on your phone, or if you start to remember some of the poses, you can just do this first lying segment right in your bed and then join us on the floor in your room once you're ready. So we're going to start lying down. And you're going to put your hands on your belly, and we're going to take a deep breath in. And a nice, slow, long breath out. Deep breath in. And long, slow breath out. You can breathe out through your nose, or you can even sigh it out through your mouth, whichever feels most comfortable. Breathe in. And breathe out. Great. Now, as on our next inhale, we're going to breathe in and raise our arms up into the air. And on the exhale, we're going to stretch them out behind our body. And while we're here, let's wiggle our fingers, kind of start to wake up our hands. Let's point and flex our feet. Point those toes, flex the feet. You might hear some cracking joints. I heard my ankle crack. That's fine. It's just getting mobility into our system. And then we're going to do circles with our hands and circles with our feet. So go ahead and circle in one direction. And then reverse the circle and go in the other direction. All right. Now on our next inhale, we're going to breathe in and raise our knees up to our chest. Now they don't have to come and hit your chest by any means. Just bring them in towards your body, that feeling. And if it's comfortable, rock back and forth to start to get some movement through the spine, through the full body in this position. Or if that's not available to you today, feel free to just sit sort of in a more static hug and just hold your legs there. So if you're rocking, rock back and forth a few more times. And then we're going to push up to sitting. Now we have two options today. You can roll to one side and push up to sitting if that's the most comfortable for you. Or if you're on the floor especially, this would be harder in bed, but if you want to be a little more active, you can rock and roll your body and rock up and down the length of your spine. This one's actually a lot of fun, and it's great because it massages the spine as you do it. And then we're going to meet in sitting. So we're just going to sit in a simple Sukhasana, a crisscross position, and we're going to put our hands on our knees, and we're going to do circles with our body. So they can be as big or as small as you want. Just pick one direction. A lot of times I find I like really big circles because it helps articulate all the movement through my spine, get everything warmed up. But that might not be available or comfortable in your body, and then you can just do small circles. Really, any amount is great to get the body moving. And then if you haven't, we're going to switch directions. If you haven't already, go ahead and reverse your direction. Do some circles in the other direction. Great job. And then we're going to do what I like to call monkey stretches. So we're going to take one foot, either foot, I'm bringing in my right foot, and bring it in as close to your body as you can. And then you bring your left leg and foot in front of your right leg, or vice versa, whichever leg you started with. So it's going to kind of look like two logs sitting in front of each other. And we're going to breathe in, raise our hands up overhead, and then we're going to fist our hands, or we're going to claw our fingers, whichever feels most comfortable in your body, and gently rock back side to side. So this is the monkey part where we feel like we're sort of swinging on a vine. And you can go really far over if that feels like a good stretch, or you can just do very gentle movements, whatever feels best in your body this morning. Okay, and then we're going to come back to center, and we're going to slowly, hinging at our hips, we want to try and keep our back straight. Hinge at your hips and reach forward. Now, this right here might feel like a perfect stretch to you, where it doesn't look or maybe feel in your head like your body's doing much, but you've already extended your spine, you're stretching, you're keeping your sits bones and your bum right planted on the ground. If it's available to you and you want to extend the pose, you can crawl your fingers forward any amount and bend more. So don't push it, but go with whatever feels like a really good stretch in your body today. If you do have forearms on the ground and you want to bring your head down to the earth or towards the earth, that's great. And then we're just going to breathe here for 1 or 2 breaths. And then we're going to gently push ourselves back up. Awesome work. Let's try that on the other side. So whichever leg you had closest to your body before, switch them. So now I have my left leg in, my right leg's in front of that. And I'm going to breathe in, raise my arms up overhead, and then claw my fingers or make fists. And again, do the gentle rock side to side. And we try to just make it doesn't matter how many times you rock back side to side, just try to make it even on both sides so that your body feels a good stretch through the side on both sides of the body. All right, come back to center. And then we're gonna hinge at our hips again, reach those hands forward. And both sides are going to feel different. I already feel on this side I'm not going to be able to go as far down because my sits bones are peeling up off the mat, and I'd rather keep them firmly planted and my back straight. So I'm not going to go quite as far on this side today. And just go as far as whatever is available to you. Again, if your forearms are on the ground and you want to bend your head towards the earth, that's great. If you're right here and you're feeling an incredible stretch, stay right here and breathe into it and let your body just work into the stretch. Sometimes as well, when you breathe, you can slowly start to feel your muscles relaxing. This especially happens anytime you do yoga, but I feel especially in the morning when muscles might be a little tighter. So if you're breathing and all of a sudden you feel, oh, something's loosened, go ahead and just give it a try. Creep your fingers forward, and if that feels good, breathe there. Otherwise, come right back to where you were. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to come back into our Sukhasana, our crisscross seat. And we're going to raise our hands up overhead, breathe in. And then as we exhale, we're going to twist. This is just a gentle twist. I have my right hand on my left knee, my left hand behind me. As I breathe in, I lengthen my spine, lengthen my body, and then as I exhale, I can twist a little deeper. Again, keep it nice and gentle in the morning and twist any amount that's comfortable. If you're twisted to here, or even you could have both hands planted on one knee, this is still a very big twist for the body, and you still get the benefits of the twist. And then we'll come back to center, and then inhale, raise those arms up overhead, and we're going to do it on the other side. So now I have left hand to right knee, right hand behind me. You can look over your right shoulder, but if that's not available to your body today, you can also just look in the direction that your body is twisting. You don't want to ever crank your neck and make those muscles hurt or crampy. So breathe in once more, and then exhale, deepen the twist. And then on your next breath, come back to center. Great work. Now we're going to take our hands forward, and we're going to go into a table position. And I have myself set up this way, so hopefully you can see sideways sort of what I'm doing. We want to have our hands directly under our shoulders. Go ahead and spread the fingers wide and make sure to press into your knuckles so you don't have much weight in your wrists as you're in this position. And we have a neutral spine. We make our back flat, and then we want our knees under our hip points. We're going to breathe in, and we let our belly sag. We let our head and at least our eyes look up towards the sky. This is cow. And then as we exhale, go ahead and round your back any amount into a cat position. Breathe in, cow. Breathe out, exhale, cat. And then once more, breathe in, cow, and exhale, Wonderful work. Now I want you to bring your toes together and bring your legs wide. And if you need to, I'm readjusting a little on my mat to keep those hands under the shoulders, but we're doing a wide-legged position in our legs and feet. And we're going to do some hip circles in this position. This is kind of similar to how we were doing it with our seated hip circles, but this gives you a sort of a different range of motion and warms up the body in a kind of bigger muscle way with the larger muscles of the body. And you can make them really small hip circles if that's what's comfortable, or you can go almost all the way down to child's pose. And you can also get creative if you want to work with your breath and make your back go into cat and cow, whatever feels good in your body in the morning. And then we're going to switch directions. Do a few more hip circles in the other direction. Great work. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come to sort of a neutral back, but still with the wide legs, and then push back as we exhale into extended child's pose. And we'll stay here for a couple breaths. You can even rock your head back and forth on your forehead if you'd like. That can feel really good in the morning, especially if you have any allergies or sinus congestion. That can kind of help to work that out. All right, and then on your next inhale, come back up, and we're going to come back into our traditional table. So hands under shoulders, knees under hip points. I'm going to scooch forward again a little, because what we're going to do next is we're going to just warm up our feet. There's a high chance we're going to be on our feet for a lot of the day, so it's really good to warm those muscles up in the morning. So I want you to extend your right leg and just come up onto your toes. Keep your hands where they are, and we're going to rock back and forth gently. And you can even kind of turn your foot to both sides to warm that ankle up as well. But this stretches all those muscles in the feet that you're going to be using throughout the day. It's a great way to warm them up and get ready for the day. All right, let's switch feet. So do the same on your left side. Stretch that left foot out. Toes are on the mat or the blanket, wherever you're practicing, and you're just gently pushing into them. Again, you can rotate the ankle, and you don't want any pain, but just gentle rocking to stretch out those feet muscles. All right, come back to table, and we're going to kind of do the same idea, but for our wrists. So we're going to take our, I'll start with my left hand so you can see easier. Our left hand, and we're going to you can turn it to the side, or you can turn it all the way back to face your knees. And we don't want any twinges, because wrists are very gentle and delicate areas, but they're also a great area that we need to stretch out, because then that helps the muscles be strong and protected throughout the day. So we're just going to you could do gentle U shapes, you could do gentle circles with your body to just stretch those wrist muscles. And then we're going to do that on the other hand. So I'm switching my right hand back, and you use it to point towards your knees. Again, it can just point out to the side if you don't have that mobility in your wrist. I don't want anyone getting hurt. And again, rock back and forth, gentle circles just to warm up those muscles. Great work. Okay, so now we're going to come up into down dog. So come back into your table. And we're going to put our hands a little wider than a table. And we're going to keep our feet wide as well. I feel like a wide down dog can be the best in the morning. And we're going to push up and back into our downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog a little, pump your legs. Again, this stretches the muscles of the legs and the feet, gets them all ready for the day. And then go ahead and get into a wide-legged dog and just take a breath or two here. Find some stillness. Good work. And then we're going to take our feet and ever so slowly, a lot of times we jump, but in the morning it's fun to go nice and slowly. Have some fun with it and crisscross your legs all the way to the top of your mat. And meet in a forward fold. And we can walk our hands to one side, walk your hands to the left while you're folded over. Walk your hands to the right corner of your mat. You're just doing a gentle twist here. And then we're going to gently roll up to standing. Nice work. Now we want to bring our arms up and overhead. So breathe in, bring those arms up and overhead. And we want our palms to be facing out and up. We're going to bend our right arm, reach our left arm over to the right elbow, and gently bend to the left. Take a breath here. Okay. On your next exhale, put your arms back up. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So bend that left arm. Bring your right arm over to the elbow. And bend gently to the right. This might seem familiar from like a gym class or a workout stretch. But we're doing it very gently, and we're keeping our chest open and our heart open so that we can really get the full benefit of the pose. Bring your arms back up into a big volcano. Take up some space. And then we're going to bring our palms together. We're going to bring them down to our heart. And you can close your eyes or you can soften your gaze. We're just going to take a couple breaths here. You can have wide legs, or you can bring them together, whichever is the most comfortable in your body right now. So breathe in, breathe out. I sometimes like to think we're breathing in love, we're breathing in the calm of the morning. And then on the out breath, you could breathe out some calm of your own, breathe out some peace. One more deep breath in, slow breath out, and then bat your eyes open. I hope this helped you stretch out. I hope it helped you get ready for a wonderful day ahead. And I hope you really enjoyed this. This is a practice you can come back to any day, really any time of day that you need a little energy boost, but especially in the morning, it'll be a great way to start your day off right. Have a great day.